be dining at a restaurant Gordon Ramsay High, an intimate 12-seat chef's table perched on the 60th floor of 22 Bishopsgate, making this London's highest dining experience with breathtaking views of the London skyline. While it shares its name and culinary DNA with the three-star restaurant I visited just a couple of weeks ago in Chelsea, I'm here to find out if this is simply a copy-paste or if it offers something uniquely its own. You can check out that video by clicking up here, or there will be a link in the description. Currently sat at Lucky Cat, also on the 60th block 22 Bishopsgate, which is another restaurant by Gordon Ramsay, just enjoying the martini. It's so loud in here, not a place I would come personally. Leading the kitchen is executive head chef James Goodyear, a distinguished British chef with over 15 years of experience in Michelin-starred establishments. His impressive career includes roles at renowned restaurants such as the Ritz, Le Manuel Cat Saison in Oxford, Lugaritz in Spain, and Mimo in Norway. He also served as head chef at Hyde in Mayfair and Adams in Birmingham. An impressive roster of culinary experience. Most recently, he led the kitchen at Evidence Table in Soho, maintaining its Michelin-star status. Chef Goodyear isn't the only familiar face here. Some members of the team have previously worked at the Chelsea restaurant, including chef patron Matt A, who played a key role in launching High. The team spent 6 months training at restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea, ensuring the standards set by Ramsay are seamlessly upheld. With Goodyear's experience and a talented team behind him, let's see what the menu has to offer us tonight. There was one option available, the carte blanche tasting menu, a 7-course blind journey created by the chef priced at £250. To accompany it, they offered a discovery wine pairing, a classical selection, and a non-alcoholic option. I went with a half-and-half pairing.
To have rare diversity from the high-tech fund, stage cuvee, quite long on the V's as well.
So they have given me a corner seat, which I appreciate, so I'm not in anyone's way. The view to be able to look out on dinner, this is incredible. Oh, cheers.
Starting here, 12th we have a goujat, and we fill it with a Comté cheese gel. Finish it in some sherry vinegar, beef on.
In terms of the space, it's the view. The view is, I'm sat on the end. It's kind of like a C-shaped table. It's 12 seats, 3 on each end, 6 in the middle. Under the cornice, I get to appreciate the view. The view is unbelievable, especially on a beautiful sunny day like today. See Canary Wharf. Got the Shard there behind us, you got Tower Bridge, see the River Thames snaking through London. We're so high up that you got the Gherkin there below us, feels so weird looking down at it. Same glassware, by the way, as restaurant Gordon Ramsay as well.
Next up here we have Parmesan Sablé, a French and cream derivative citra caviar, and chai frosted.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Butteriness of the sablé, that lovely cheesy filling, the saltiness, the brininess coming from the caviar, a lovely bite. Honestly, I can't go over the views. The seating position is just perfect. I can swivel that way, look at the view, swivel that way, look at the chefs working. There is obviously a limited space on table. That's kind of sitting at a bar counter, which I actually quite enjoyed. The chairs swivel, they're high up. Normally they'll bring you all the Amuse Bouche ones, but there just isn't the room to do that. So they're serving them one by one, which I don't mind.
Next bite here, they have some lovely sea brain cured, served sashimi style, sitting on top of a caramelized pine nut cream, coasted pine nuts and wild herbs on top. Take both in a buckwheat pastry tart.
That tartlet shell is so thin and crispy and seafood. It's clean, it's fresh. Get that buttery nuttiness coming from the pine. I'm so glad I waited till we changed the clocks to come here. During golden hour, the view is incredible. You have the sun glinting off the buildings. It's really, really magical and definitely adds to the experience.
We have a lovely fruit of Ulster ice cream dipped in horseradish jelly with a cucumber dice and fresh sorrel juice.
First thing I noticed, the texture is almost like a piece of mozzarella. It starts off really sweet, fragrant, fruity, herbaceous, and finishes off with some earthy undertones and slight bitterness.
Someone Scottish likes this wrap cassate first, and you get deep fried. You drop in custard with lorry powder and blended. On the side is a mayo sabai.
That langoustine is cooked to perfection, and that kaffir, I think it is, it's the same stuff that they're putting in the Dubai chocolate, which provides this amazing crunch to it. And then that smoked paprika on top of the sabayon provides that smokiness, the heat, the sweetness, a memorable bite.
We're just going to begin our menu with a string hay. Inside here, you have a wild garlic samiyot, spotek yoshiori, with chicken skinny crumb and wild garlic.
The texture of that egg custard was so smooth. Then there was little bits of, I'm not sure what they were at the bottom, which added that crunchy texture to it. Has a lovely kind of smokiness to it. All the Amuse views have been so light and fresh and intriguing. Does the view get better than the sun setting over the London skyline? I don't think so. This is brand new though. It looks a little bit different. So they've been using the same classical cutlery that they have, except here it's brand new. And just look at the difference. You see cutlery that's just a couple of months old versus years old. This is pristine. It's beautiful. So here we have breathtaking, and it's a little more straightforward. Well, not that ripe white future, right? It's still intense, beautiful, you're fresh with your specific for. Fresh, it's crisp, it's fruity, very slightly acidic, very little minerality.
We start some little white asparagus from the wild valley in France. We garnish it with spring herb puree, imperial caviar, wild herbs and flowers. We finish it with fresh grapefruits and blood oranges.
We're cooking on that asparagus, beautiful. Soft asparagus, the crunchiness from the croutons, the browniness from the caviar, the citrus from the blood orange, and they're going through. And then the herbs bring that amazing freshness to it. So definitely continuing in the theme of Restaurant Gordon Ramsay, the presentation here is absolutely beautiful.
Farmhouse roll, flavored with spring herbs, sticky glaze on top.
This bread is incredible. I'm so excited. Same butter, so you've got from the Ampersand dairy, that would be the same one we had. It's a goat's butter. It looks different to the last one, and it's covered in spring flowers. Just how I remember it. That lovely sticky glaze on top as well. The goat's butter, I'm fairly certain it's the same as what we've had. The last time I was cooking the garlic powder, this time it's cooking spring flowers. It just evaporates on your mouth. It just melts, just dissolves into your tongue. A lovely rich creaminess coming through.
It's a blend mainly of jasmine and darjeeling. Here it really works because your principal protein has a lovely little bit of sweetness to it.
Really lovely, very, very fragrant. To be honest, I don't think I've ever done non-alcoholic pairing, but I feel like recently I've been having so many wine pairings, so I thought I'd try something different. So I've gone with a half and half wine pairing, half non-alcoholic pairing.
Stars from the Isle of Skye. Hand fry them, common beet slowly in a lemon aromatic oil. First the baby keys through Provence, turning to purees, and we have the little baby keys on top in lightly glaze. And we finish the dish with a velouté based on chamomile and savé.
And they just give you a fork and a spoon, so you already know it's going to be super succulent when you don't need a knife to cut through it. Also to note, similar to Restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea, the playlist here is fantastic. Just now I've noticed Black Velvet coming on, based on song choices. You won't hear any of that because of copyright. Gorgeous bite. Beautiful sear on the outside. Succulent, sweet texture running throughout. The sweetness from the scallop, the earthiness from the puree, the crunchiness from the fresh peas, really well balanced. Can't say I've ever had peas and scallops before. It works beautifully and it's such a quintessentially British ingredient.
Just some polished turnip bit, bloody booked, or seaweed boil. So some Jersey Pearl potatoes. We have a seaweed covered in a gurry, and we finish with the seaweed bergamot sauce.
The texture of that fish is buttery, it's flaky. Those mini potatoes provide that beautiful texture to go alongside the fish. Those sauces tie the entire dish together. So fragrant. I'm not sure, maybe there was something that was caramelized and they give off this beautiful aroma. Even within the sauces, at that slight, chewy, viscous texture. So fragrant, so flavorful, absolutely beautiful. I'm really enjoying these non-alcoholic pairings. I think I need to try them more often.
Petit 2018, the one in the sauce is some Jura Valley uncultured one, but it's very rich, concentrate, but with incredibly softness of the tarts.
It's been dried for 14 days. The duck itself has been roasted on the crown. There's glazing with a maltose with a sweetness to it.
So if it's another steak style palm duck, just so presented to you, taking it off the bone, got that lovely glazed skin on top. So we're serving with morel mushrooms, stuffed with a mousse of chicken, wild garlic in a lightly kosher. Bottom of your plate, we have a shiitake so puree with Bouche the dish with a sauce of the roasted duck bones infused with ginger and Madeira. We have a bun, which contains the leg meat from the duck, which we braise down, and then we fry the bun afterwards.
Use the dough to mop up the sauce. I'm so happy I got served the duck dish again tonight. Slightly different in terms of the vegetables. There was the same Statetown duck, 14-day dry age with an amazing blend of spices. The sauces that accompanied with it, also excellent. This time it's served with morel mushrooms. The duck had such a redemption this time round. Cooked to perfection, crispy skin, perfectly seasoned. Unbelievable. I guess last time I just got unlucky. So far my favourite course of tonight. The view is spectacular.
Spatula, which is a Japanese but Petit. People infused it.
Super earthy. This smells so savoury.
For our next serving, we have a little cheese course. Pasta-style cheesecake, ravioli, caramelized gratinated top. Serving it with a spring salad, and we finish it with a disco sauce, maybe with spring veg and black seeds.
There's a really enjoyable sweetness running through that as well. The freshness, the crunchiness of the vegetables. Yet again, really playful take on a cheese course. Really enjoyed that one. Okay, so this is the first of the non-alcoholic drinks pairings that I'm not really enjoying. To me, it tastes like a grain that's just been soaked in water, and this is the residue liquid.
And so we have a little pre-dessert, Yorkshire Brew, our very light sorbet. We serve that alongside Chat Amuse, sweetie olive oil on top.
That rhubarb sorbet is beautiful. The sweetness, very slight tartness. There's that added crunch coming from, I think it might be freeze-dried raspberries. A welcome addition to the texture. The champagne mousse, so light, fluffy, cloud-like. And then you get that hit of olive oil, which balances it out absolutely perfectly. One of my favourite pre-desserts I had in quite a while. The vibe of this place is really beautiful. Big, more deceiving windows, gorgeous chandeliers, soft lighting, got dark woody tones, the backsplash behind where the chefs are working. It's got this gorgeous marble texture with greys and bronzes, the upper and the hood. Everything feels so in place here. The design of the space is really very beautiful.
Here at the Champenois to Kinvigera, the sweet fortified wine from Champlain, would aid Blair system. Very rich, nutty, beautifully mature.
Iced parfait, and the exclusive and lost varieties of grains. But on the outside, we made a gel for whiskey, and we finish it with a three olive brioche and a Monza and miso ice cream.
There's that underlying nutty tones coming through there from the miso, the buckwheat, the whiskey. I really love this dessert. Interesting as well, you almost get that slight umami, much more savoury notes coming through from the miso. It's quite a large portion for dessert. I'm not mad at that because I'm really enjoying it. Wine paired with it adds this beautiful sweetness to it all. So the coffee is an El Salvadoran Ethiopian blend. It's coffee time. Normally I would just go for a double espresso. That's my preferred after dinner choice of coffee. This is the first time I've been told that there was no espresso option. The only option was a pour over coffee. First thing to know, the water temperature is perfect, which is a skill in itself with coffee making. As in, this isn't just, they've gone and brewed a pot of coffee. I saw one of the staff tasting it before they brought it out. There's an actual art and love that has gone into this coffee. I'm not missing my double espresso.
So some final bites to finish now, some Petit course.
You might recognise this jelly. It looks very similar, but different flavour. Next up, we have this egg custard tart with grated nutmeg on top. Deliciously creamy and fragrant. And we're at that point in the evening, we're up to our last bite, which is this chocolate with macadamia and sea salt. Absolutely gorgeous piece of bark, really covered in nuts. The total for today, including drinks and service, came to just over £490. So we've just finished up at restaurant Gordon Ramsay High. Wow, what an incredible experience. I'm so glad I came here this evening. The setting is undeniably breathtaking. The sleek interiors are intentionally understated, with dark finishes and soft lighting that minimise reflections, allowing the stunning London city skyline views to take centre stage within the restaurant. It is absolutely an incredible experience to be able to enjoy. The menu from start to finish was exquisite. It was enjoyable. While the culinary DNA of the Chelsea restaurant is clear, Chef Goodyear has infused his own creative flair into the menu. While there were some similarities across both menus, each one had its own unique take on it,
it, and am I glad that they served me the duck dish again. The duck dish today had a full redemption. It was most definitely my favourite dish of the menu tonight. The staff are all well dressed, but they're so friendly. Also to note as well, straight away from the get-go, basically you wait in an area inside of Lucky Cat, which is Gordon Ramsay's other restaurant, also on the 60th floor of Bishopsgate, and you wait for them to come and bring you to the dining room. They knew who I was. Absolute kudos to them on their research. Just to put it into perspective, the video I did on restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea, I posted just over 24 hours prior to coming here, and yet they knew everything, which I appreciate. I don't see myself as being anybody different. I'm just another customer. I happen to be recording my experience and sharing it online. This is a tough one for me because they were so similar, yet they were different. The service here was fluid, it was attentive, but then again, if I'm comparing it to Hospital Road, the service there was way more attentive. To me, I enjoyed the service tonight more. It felt more laid back, more running in the background. It's the way it was set out. I was at one of the end seats near the window, but that was one of the places where they passed to bring through dishes to serve through other guests. So at times, there was staff in close proximity to me, but I didn't mind that at all. It was a really beautiful experience, and I would highly recommend it. When it comes to choosing, which one would I come back to sooner? I've had quite a long think about this, and surprisingly, even to myself, my answer is Bishopsgate. The only pro of why I would prefer the Chelsea location over Bishopsgate is purely because of the flexibility of the menu and the additional supplemental options that I could take, being that they were two of my favourite dishes, the ravioli and the truffle linguine. I personally enjoy giving full freedom to a chef, allowing them to choose what I eat. Not everyone does. So in that sense, if you're more picky on the menu options, then the Chelsea location is your best bet. However, if you're not, then for the experience of tonight, the views are unparalleled. It's like nothing you will get to enjoy anywhere else. Overall, an amazingly positive experience. I'm really glad I came here. Given the quality comparison between the Chelsea location and Bishopsgate, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it next year in the Michelin Guide. And with only 12 seats and one service per evening, I see this becoming a place which will become quite difficult to get a booking at. At the moment, it has only opened 2 months ago, perhaps even less than that, so it's relatively new. I'm fairly sure the price is the same, the carte blanche menu here versus Chelsea. And as always, thank you for watching, and on to the next one. Goodbye.